Welcome back everyone. Today we're looking at the 2023 Toyota Camry XSE V6. You're looking at the highest trim level that the Camry has to offer. It comes in at $40,507. So what do you get for that money? Well, let's find out. Let's start with the exterior, then we'll move on to the interior because it's very cold out here. Alrighty, so looking at the front of the Camry, some people say that Toyota has overdone the aggressive styling. I have no issues with the style, but the looks are subjective, aren't they? Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. This Camry comes with an all-LED headlight and taillight modules, as well as the good old daytime running lights. Looking at the side profile of the Camry, the first thing you see is the two-tone roof and body color style. This looks really good, especially if you get the white body color with the blacked out roof panel. This one also has a window trim and the side mirrors blacked out as well. This adds to the flair of the Camry with those 19-inch blacked out wheels. Those are some big wheels. At the back you have a black spoiler on the trunk as well as blacked out Toyota Camry XSE badging. And those quad tip exhausts look amazing in my opinion. And is it just me or is the back end of the Camry kinda looks like it's smiling at me? What do you think? Let's talk about the beast under the hood. As you already know by this point, this is a V6 model, the big one. It puts out 301 horsepower and 267 pound-feet of torque. If you want a V6 in the Camry, you better get one soon because they won't last long before they're replaced by a turbo 4-cylinder. Although if they put the turbo 4-cylinder from the 2023 Highlander into this Camry, then you won't see or feel much difference. Be sure to check out my Highlander video too. And while you're at it, why don't you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos? Okay, so here's a little quirk that I pointed out in the Highlander video too. So normally that rod that holds up the hood actually is stored in the engine bay area itself. But in the newer models, it's actually stored under the section that actually opens up. As mentioned earlier, this Camry is equipped with 19-inch wheels wrapped in Michelin Primacy MX M4 tires. These are going to give you a great handling and road feel experience in this XSE model. Moving on to the interior, as you can see the door panel construction here. It looks very angular in design. Here are your window controls, bottle storage underneath, soft padding for your elbows, and hard construction on the top there. The front driver's seat and the passenger seat are both power operated. Although the passenger does not get the lower back support, only the driver's seat does. It is also known as the lumbar support. Here is the view from the driver's seat. The seat is set in its lowest position. I'm 6 feet tall. Here's a view if you're taller than 6 feet. Here's if you're shorter, and you can always raise up the seat if you're shorter. On the left of the steering wheel, you have your automatic high beams, traction control, rear view camera, automatic trunk popper, gas fuel door, and the heated steering wheel buttons. On the steering wheel, you have your media controls. Behind them is your headlight and turn signal stock. To the right, you have your Toyota Safety Sense 2.5 Plus controls. Behind it are your wiper controls and the engine start-stop button on the dash. Let's start up the engine. As you can see, there's a customizable 7-inch driver information screen in the middle. To either side, you have your analog dials, speed and fuel gauges on the right, and engine RPM and temperature on the left. This fully equipped model also has a 10-inch color heads-up display that projects on the windshield in front of the driver, but it's only configured by the owner after purchase, so unfortunately I can't show you that. As you can see, I'm controlling the middle screen by these same media control buttons that are here on the left of the steering wheel. The centerpiece, 9-inch multimedia touchscreen. It is fast and responsive, with quick access buttons to either side for most frequently used functions. It also has a physical volume and tuning knobs. Cheers for that! This audio system has 9 JBL speakers including a subwoofer and an amplifier. The system also supports both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Thumbs up for that. In the middle you have your hazards. This is your front windshield defogger. This is your temperature control for the driver's side of the car. Here is your fan controls, and this is your passenger side temperature controls, and then the other side is your rear windshield defogger. Moving down here, you have your wireless charger pad, your cigarette lighter style power outlet, and a USB-A port. Unfortunately, no USB-C up here. Here is your gear shifter and your drive mode selector and your brake hold and the parking brake button. Both of the front seats are heated and ventilated. What's cool is the LEDs change color based on if you're pressing the heating or ventilated seat buttons. Orange for heat and green for cool. Here is your center console. It is about 6 inches deep. You have a USB-C in here, as well as a normal USB-A port. Very interesting. Onto the passenger side. Here is the same door panel as on the driver's side. There is a regular size glove box under the dash here, which holds your owner's manual. Here is your auto dimming rear view mirror. Above the mirror you have your interior light controls. Here's your left LED, the right LED, and in the middle is your automatic door LEDs when your door opens and closes. There's also an emergency SOS button right there in the middle. Here is your sunroof ventilation up and down, as well as the sunroof open and close button. Here is your auto sunshade open and close buttons. Push it forward to close and pull it back to open. Getting into the back seat, here you can see the same door panel. You have hard plastic on the top and then soft leather for your elbows and some storage for your bottles and whatever else underneath that. Looking on the inside, behind the center console, there is 2 air vents, but unfortunately there is no USB chargers of any kind. Here's something new that didn't used to be here: lower anchors for your child's car seats. The seats on either side have these lower anchors, except the middle one does not. Although there are upper anchors behind the seats for all 3 of the seats. So as you can see, there's one in the middle, one for the other side, and one for this side as well. Alright guys, here we are in the back seat of the Camry XSE. As you can see, plenty of space here. The seat is set for me as a 6-foot person. Plenty of space, 4 to 5 inches at least. There's a seat back pocket right here. Another one over on the driver's seat. 2 climate vents here. No charging ports. Simple door panel here, as I showed you on the other side. Soft padding for your elbows. Hard pier. 2 lights up here. That's never seen before. Interesting. Cup holders and handrest if you don't have a passenger in the middle. The head space is pretty good. There's only about 1 inch left for me as a 6-foot person. The seat doesn't adjust, so that's what you have. If you are taller than 6 foot, you might have an issue. The sunroof does open up to about here, so definitely lets in a lot of light. It is tinted, so it's not going to let in too much light. You can always just close it up if you don't like it. But nice to see that the sunroof extends all the way back here, so the back passengers get a little bit of view too. There is a little bit of support here in the middle that divides the front and the back part of the sunroof. I guess it's for the support because, well, this is an XSE trim, sports trim. You want it to be stiff and brawny, so that's what you got. To open the trunk, simply single press the button under the letter Y and the trunk pops open. There is a lot of space in the trunk, as you can see. You can easily fit 2 of the big bags that you usually generally have to check in at the airport. You easily fit them in here. Under the carpet, there is a little latch that you pop open. There are your tools to repair the flat, get the tires off. Under that, you have your temporary spare tire that Toyota gives you. To drop the second row seat, simply pull on these 2 tabs in the trunk. There's one, here's the second one, and then you just go inside of the second row and drop the seats. Very easy. Dropping the second row seats gives you a lot of flexibility. I have personally carried 2x4s like this myself. A couple things to note. There is this grocery bag hooks on either side of the trunk. You can simply tie your grocery bags so they don't roll around in your trunk. There's also a small LED inside of the trunk in case you need illumination at night. Here is your emergency trunk release. In case you ever get stuck in your trunk, just pull that tab and you can let yourself out. Here is your backup camera as well as your trunk open button right there. And 2 LEDs for your license plates. And here is your window sticker. As you can see, this Camry is equipped with pretty much all the options that you would ever want and Toyota can offer. And a big thank you to King's Toyota of the King's Auto Mall here in Mason, Ohio for letting me do this video with this Camry. They have great inventory of all Toyota vehicles. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. A lot more videos to come. See you next time.